Hello, everybody, and welcome back to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students. We are on lesson 98, which I was just saying to Kelly is almost 100, and it didn't occur to me until today that that's almost, anyway, whatever. I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation. Today is a day of special dedication. We take a stand on one side. We take a stand on but one side today. We side with truth and let illusions go. We will not vacillate between the two, but take a firm position with the one. We dedicate ourselves to truth today until salvation as God planned it. We will not argue it is something else. We will not seek for it where it is not. In gladness, we accept it as it is and take the part assigned to us by God.
How happy to be certain. All our doubts we lay aside today and take our stand with certainty of purpose and with thanks that doubt is gone and surety has come. We have a mighty purpose to fulfill and have been given everything we need with which to reach the goal. Not one mistake stands in our way, for we have been absolved from errors. All our sins are washed away by realizing they were but mistakes.
The guiltless have no fear, for they are safe and recognize their safety. They do not appeal to magic nor invent escapes from fancied threats without reality. They rest in quiet certainty that they will do what it is given them to do. They do not doubt their own ability because they know their function will be filled completely in perfect time and place. They took the stand, which we will take today, that we may share their certainty and thus increase it by accepting it ourselves.
They will be with us. All who took the stand we take today will gladly offer us all that they learned and every gain they made. Those still uncertain too will join with us, and borrowing our certainty will make it stronger still. While those as yet unborn will hear the call we heard and answer it when they have come to make their choice again, we do not choose but for ourselves today.
Is it not worth 5 minutes of your time each hour to be able to accept the happiness that God has given you? Is it not worth 5 minutes hourly to recognize your special function here? It is not 5 minutes, but a small request to make in terms of gaining a reward so great it has no measure. You have made 1,000 losing bargains at the least.
Here is an
Right.
offer. Here is an offer guaranteeing you your full release from pain of every kind and joy the world does not contain. You can exchange a little of your time for peace of mind and certainty of purpose with the promise of complete success. And since time has no meaning, you are being asked for nothing in return for everything. Here is a bargain that you cannot lose, and what you gain is limitless indeed.
Each hour today, give him your tiny gift of but 5 minutes. He will give you the words you use in practicing. He will give the words you use in practicing today's idea the deep conviction and certainty you lack. His words will join with yours and make each repetition of today's idea a total dedication made in faith, as perfect and as sure as his in you. His confidence in you will bring the light to all the words you say, and you will go beyond their sound to what they really mean. Today you practice with him as you say, I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation.
In each 5 minutes that you spend with him, he will accept your words and give them back to you with all bright with faith and confidence, so strong and steady they will light the world with hope and gladness. Do not lose one chance to be the glad receiver of his gifts, that you may give them to the world today.
Well, isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Give him the words and he will do the rest. He will enable you to understand your special function. He will open up the way to happiness and peace and trust. He will open up the way to happiness, and peace and trust will be his gifts, his answer to your words. He will respond with all his faith and joy and certainty of what you say is true, and you will have conviction then of him who knows the function that you have on earth as well as heaven. He will be with you each practice period you share with him, exchanging every instant of the time you offer him for timelessness and peace.
Throughout the hour, let your time be spent in happy preparation for the next 5 minutes you will spend again with him. Repeat today's idea while you wait for the glad time to come to you again. Repeat it often and do not forget each time you do so. You have let your mind be readied for the happy time to come.
And when the hour goes and he is there once more to spend a little time with you, be thankful and lay down all earthly tasks, all little thoughts and limited ideas, and spend a happy time again with him. Tell him once more that you accept the part that he would have you take and help you fill, and he will make you sure you want this choice, which he has made with you and you with him.
Wow.
That seems like a nice, easy chapter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feel good all over.
Yep. Yep. There we go. Right from the beginning, there was a passage that I really quite enjoyed. Where was that? We take a stand on one side today. We side with truth and let illusions go. I love that.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of these lessons, is to remember who we are, remember what we're doing. Yes, we have this bodysuit that we put on and we have things to do here, but it's also to remember who we are. And when you practice that, you know, I can say for me, when I wake up and I have these silly thoughts that are not serving me, because I know who I am, I can recognize the thoughts
Mm-hmm.
or even things around me that don't serve me.
Right. Yeah.
And then what I liked, remembering that time is an illusion, and the 5 minutes we think we spend with this offering to anchor in who we are is really, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
to be joyful of the next 5 minutes when we can say, okay, I remember who I am and I will accept my part in God's plan for salvation.
Right. Yeah. All our sins are washed away by realizing they were but mistakes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that huge mm, that huge is literally like a guillotine that hangs over everybody's head with organized religions. It's their whole premise is, this the guillotine of sin,
Hmm.
right? And uh, why did we ever forget that that was already paid for, right? Jesus came, that was all, it's over and done.
Yeah.
All our sins were already forgiven at that point.
Well, we don't have any sin.
Right. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point for them to be explaining that that was what happened at that time. But
Mm.
every day since then, we are still these heathen creatures that are still full of sin,
Full of
right?
sin.
So what was the point of him coming? If he already paid for our sins, why am I still sinful? Right? Why am I still, so that just takes the whole power out from underneath that whole structure.
Well, and church is a business. It's not a church,
Right.
because you're never healed, you're never well, you're never whole, you're never holy, you're never anything. It's a business to keep you, and they've taken every many words many words from the Bible and taken them out of context, completely well, and it was written out of context.
Right.
So they made it suit them for the business model that they chose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to sound so cynical, but that's kind of what it is.
Well, yeah,
Like
it's
if
not.
if you do the work on yourself, if you find a way to do the work on yourself, I was blessed enough to be looking and find people that could walk me through some
Mm-hmm.
stuff to help me feel more whole,
Yeah.
which is obviously spiritually guided. um, you actually realize you don't need church at all.
Right.
Church is nice for a community, but it's a business. Like
Right.
sadly, they're just using people for their money to
Mm-hmm.
have a business.
Yeah.
And it's a very successful business model too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And full of control mechanisms,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
what you
then
just
it's
read, all our sins are washed away by realizing they were but mistakes. We don't need church.
right.
We need grace
Yeah. Because you're
and
still filled with,
self-compassion.
even if it is a community, it's still a community based on maybe untruths,
Yeah.
right? And we're kind of surrounded by a bunch of those communities in 2025 where, it's a community of untruth.
Hmm. Now, I've talked about Michael Murdad before. He's got a place down in Sedona, the
Hmm.
Global Center for Christ Consciousness. They do weekly, um, sermons,
Hmm.
but they're not like the ones you have where
Right.
you're never free of
Hmm.
sin. They're very
Hmm.
different. So I'm sure there's other um, churches, gatherings, or whatever that
Yeah.
have different. Maybe there's other ones that are also Christ consciousness based and not
Hmm.
business based.
Right. Yeah. It
I
would be
mean,
interesting
churches,
to listen to one of those just for contrast's sake.
yeah. Well, you can find Michael Murdad
Yeah.
on YouTube,
Yeah. Yeah.
and because he's a master. Well, I don't know. Are we all masters? We're all masters of the work. A Course in Miracles.
Yeah.
The material, it's just introduced to you differently. That's all.
Hmm.
I got 2 minutes till my bread comes out of the oven again.
Nice.
I love my sourdough.
Hmm.
But yeah, all our sins are washed away by realizing they were but mistakes.
Right.
Like we don't need a big business to tell us that we need to confess our sins and
Hmm.
whatever. And when you know who you are, you don't do sinful things. Well, like
Right.
bad things, like, rape people or kill
Yeah.
people or hurt people. You just don't do that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
I don't believe, anyways.
No.
I could be silly naive, but so, and in number 7, he will give the words you use in practicing today's idea the deep conviction and certainty you lack. His words will join with yours and make each repetition of today's idea a total dedication made in faith, as perfect and as sure as his in you.
Mm.
Like, just what a relief. We don't have to do anything. We just have to remember who we are
Hmm.
and be happy and have grace. The first line of number 6, here's an offer guaranteeing you your full release from pain of every kind and joy the world does not contain.
Hmm.
We're not going to find that kind of joy here.
No.
We got 20 seconds.
1918.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
And it's 6 o'clock on the nose.
Nice.
Oh, that looks so good. Oh. Thank you for your patience. It's
Absolutely. Of
always joyful on a sourdough morning.
course. Yeah.
Ah, and the first line of number 11, and when the hour goes and he is there once more to spend a little time with you, be thankful and lay down all earthly tasks, all little thoughts and limited ideas, and spend a happy time again with him. And then
Mm.
tell you we're just ready to accept our part in God's plan for salvation. We
Yeah.
just are.
Yeah.
And I just looked down at first line of number 2. How happy to be certain.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
powerful right there. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So,
Nice.
are we good?
We're good.
We can just remember today who we are and accept our part in God's plan for salvation.
Mm-hmm. Let me get my little sticky notes out.
Right. Excellent. All right. We'll end the recording here.